So coming into a comfortable sitting position and paying attention to placing yourself onto the bones that are supporting you. And as we evolve and move into our practice, there might be other awarenesses that will arise. It's helpful to maybe choose one thing that you're going to intend and keep coming back to. So I'm sitting to support the spine. It's helpful to have the hips a little higher than the knees. And if you're finding that sitting on the floor or sitting in this lotus position is challenging to begin, you can adjust yourself. You can sit in a chair or maybe even sit with your back against the wall. And as you start to settle into your body from whatever you were doing before this, you can even consciously say to yourself, I'm settling now, I'm letting go. And intending as we move forward to come into embodied presence in a way that serves you. For some people, the declaration of Om is helpful. So finding what that declaration of intention is for you might be a breath. We'll pause here for 3 breaths to intend in a way that's best for you. Offering the heart a moment of gratitude for its work, always in the background, carrying us forward in what is happening in life. No matter what we think, our heart is always here. And breathing maybe into that space behind the heart, in front of the heart. Gradually lowering the breath into the area of the solar plexus, the diaphragm. If you'd like, you can have the fingertips gently resting on this solar plexus area below the heart. Following and tracking the movement. As we inhale, there's an expansion. And as we exhale, a return back to center. You may notice that on your awareness is at the breath, the eyes. Eyes might be closed or they may be open. However they are, see if you can now gently allow them to be open, simply resting on the floor in front of you, maybe 10 feet or 2 meters. And as you allow the eyes to soften and rest, lengthening through the back of the head, back of the neck, lengthening through the back of the neck. And even as you inhale, allowing for this expansion and lengthening through the body towards the sky. And as we exhale, allowing for a descent through the sit bones to the earth. Just keeping that awareness of length and connection to the earth. We're going to start our movement by letting this left hand very gently move in front of us and over to the left, placing it on the floor to your left. We're going to come onto all fours, so into a table position here, placing the right hand and the knees underneath the hips, putting a pad under the knees should you need it. If your wrists are tender, you can place the hands several inches in front of the shoulders, and that can take some of the pressure off the wrists and the shoulders. Spreading the fingers wide, palms wide, and start to let the weight gently rock from the heel of the hands through the palms to the fingers. Very gentle and pressing back. Not all the way to the heels. Just a warm up here. The flexion and extension of the body through the hands, through the knees. Noticing what you have done with your breath as you bring the awareness to placement. Maybe start to let some of that awareness spread to the breath. And as you move forward now from the heel to the palm, we're going to inhale, lengthening through the chest, looking up. And as you exhale, pressing back, exhale towards the heels, letting the head drop, the chin towards the chest. Inhale and a wave forward, lifting through the chest, lifting the chin. Exhale, pressing back, rounding chin to chest. Continuing this easy flow back and forth, 3 or 4 more times. The breath fluid, smooth. This next inhalation coming back to all fours. And we'll do 5 breaths here. Inhaling, lifting through the chest. Releasing the belly. Exhale, drawing the belly towards the spine, rounding the back, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, round. And as you exhale, bring the body back, the spine into a more neutral position here. We'll pause here for a moment, taking a breath in and out before going into a thread. And lifting this left hand up, we're going to slide it under the right arm, coming down onto the left thigh, side of the left hand here. Placing the right hand to give a little support. If this position feels too much on the neck or on the shoulder, you can turn the head so that you're looking down towards forward. You can even put that extra yoga mat or cushion under the head. So finding the placement of your head in a way that feels hopefully, that feels safe and allows you to breathe deeply. Do one or two more breaths here, expanding into the rib cage. And as you exhale, pressing through that right hand, coming back onto all fours, placing that left hand on the center of the mat. We'll take this right hand, right and under, coming down. Again, noticing the placement, the head, the hand, adjusting as necessary. Breathing fully into this left armpit, this left rib cage. And as you exhale, breathe back onto all fours here. Checking your knees. And a nice breath in and out before we transition into the right leg over to the side. So as we inhale, lifting up through the body. So coming up onto your knees and placing your hands at the hips for stability. We're going to extend this right leg over to the side. The right foot is facing forward. Sliding that right hand down the outer leg and sliding the left hand along the side of the body, just side and near to the right. Just take a moment here, see if you can slide that hand up to the left armpit. We'll take 5 breaths here, just in and out, expanding that left rib cage. Inhaling, reaching that left arm up, looking down towards the outer edge of the right foot. Bring that left hand over as far as you can to the left towards the ear. And we'll inhale, sweeping that left arm down. Exhaling, reaching up. Inhaling, and down. So do that 2 more times. Finding a breath in here for you. So there's really no magic formula in terms of inhaling and exhaling here. You might notice the head can turn a little bit more as you start to release, letting go of tension. We'll pause here at the top, looking up towards the left hand, and then coming up into this stack position, shoulders over hips. Right hand comes up and hits the left. And from here, reaching down now towards the left side. Now, this might be very deep for some of you. If this feels too far, you can again get a block or a chair or a cushion. and bringing the body side bending to the left. And from here, breathing and turning the head. So we'll inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. And exhaling, coming back to center. Drop your hands. Bring your knee back. Right knee under left. Right knee under right. Sliding that left foot to the side, coming into to kneeling stance. Sliding that left hand down the outer left leg, the right hand up to side of the body here. 5 breaths. If you are starting to collapse in the left hip here, Steve, you can squeeze that left buttock so that you can really press and engage those glute muscles. It might mean that you don't thigh bend as far. Idea here is we're stretching from these inner thigh and engaging these gluteal muscles. Breathing into the right rib cage. If you find that you might be getting any kind of Charlie horse or this is too far, then don't straighten the leg out as far. And inhaling that top arm up. Looking down toward the outer edge of the left foot. Raising and lowering that right. Looking up towards the right arm. And moving this right arm back and forth. One side might feel very different than the other. I will side them over to the other side, to the right side. Looking up, reaching up. And let the arm move back and forth. You look down. Or you can keep the arm still and turn it bend. Allow it to breathe in stillness here. And then coming back into the double feeling. We're going to come onto all fours. The hands are spread in front of you again and curling the toes under. We're going to raise the knees off the mat just a little bit and then down. Rest if that causes any discomfort. So hold move on lifting their knees and maybe bring the knees back just a little bit and try that again. Making sure not to engage the pelvic floor as you do this. And we'll do this next move and press back into downward dog. So pressing first fully through the palms of the hands As you press back, so to lift the knees, press the knees back. And you the inhale here, drawing the right knee up between the thumbs, reaching back, kicking back, quads, and bring the right foot back. Inhaling back, left knee between the legs, exhaling back. Pause here with both feet on the ground. Inhaling, bring the right knee forward, hands. We'll come into pigeon pose. So like this is feels like too much, you can also draw this left heel forward and come forward over the right leg. And that can feel too much as well. So placing padding under the sit bone. Again, feeling what works for your body. If the entire practice is around trying to understand, feel most comfortable in its position, and that is perfect. That is what your body needs. So placing with both hands on either side of the right knee, and gently lowering up. And allowing the body to descend over the thigh, making a pillow with your fists, letting the forehead rest. Inhale, listen up. Drawing the left knee forward. The hands behind you so that they can stabilize your body. We're going to bring the feet together. So for some of you that might be sitting on a mat, bring the feet together, the hands behind you as close as you can to the hips. Lifting here through the chest and squeezing the shoulder blades back. Lengthening through the back of the head as you press the knees down and the feet together. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Let there be lengthening between the ears and the shoulders. Softening the eyes. And this next exhale, we're going to soften the front body. And we're exhaling, drawing the chin towards the chest, rounding forward here, bringing the back hands to the front of the knees. folding forward over the thigh, the groin. Inhaling, sliding the left foot under the right knee. And if you can, bringing the right foot over your left. Lifting through the chest here, letting the shoulders descend, breathing softly, smoothly. Reaching the arms out in front of you, letting the left arm come under the right, and bring the fingers together if you can. If not, you can touch the back of the hands together. And pause here for 5 breaths. Always welcome to stay longer in a particular place or in number, just to allow for your mind and a direction. Releasing the hands, bringing them behind you, and switch for legs. Five breaths here. Allowing the tension to melt away. Sometimes there's a type of gripping that we might have. It's okay. Or saying what you need to say to feel safe. Reaching the hands in front of you, we'll bring the right hand, the right elbow, left tricep, and bring the fingers together, the palms or the back of the hands. Lifting the elbows to shoulder height. Breathing. And as your exhale, releasing the hands, bringing them behind you, leaning back, unfolding the legs and touching the soles of the feet together again. Pressing yourself up into sitting and sliding the hands to the back of your hips and pressing down through the hands as you lift through the chest. Breathing fully, lengthening. Inhale. Exhale, sit bones. And this next exhalation, start to hold the body forward, shifting the hands to the front, touching the feet, breathing into the back of the heart. Inhale, lifting. And as you exhale, we're going to turn our body to the left, placing the hands to the left and pressing back into the downward dog. Inhaling, bringing this left knee forward, placing that thigh down, placing that left sit bone down. Noticing how this feels on the body. It might be that that's a little too much right now, and you can slide that right knee forward. Finding a position that works for you here. Sliding, cushioning under the hip ball if you need, the left sit bone. Lowering, pressing up. And folding forward, letting the fist and the hands make a pillow for the forehead. Relaxing the feet. And to come out of this position, we're actually going to continue to bring our weight over into this left sit bone, turning the body, pressing with that right hand and coming down on the left shoulder so that we start to come down on the left side, rolling onto the back. Taking a moment to center yourself and your space. Old house in a creaky floor. Feeling the placement of your bones on the earth. Feet flat, knees bent. Just noticing that maybe you feel one side of the pelvis more than the other, one shoulder more than the other, back of the head. If your chin is tilted up towards the ceiling, maybe get a mat and put it under your head so that the chin is nice and level, pointing down towards the feet. And moving into a bridge. So inhaling, feeling the body, the bones on the floor. And as you exhale, start to tuck or press the back into the floor, lifting from the tailbone, rolling up through the spine. And as you inhale, start to lower, reverse the roll through the spine. Exhale, lifting through the tailbone. So we'll do this movement of breath and tailbone. Inhale, rolling down. Excellent. One more. When the body is settled, notice how the placement of the glutes are might be a little different. And moving the arms up to shoulder height, resting on the ground, palms, and drawing one knee and then the other. Starting to do some circles here with the knee, massaging the lower back. Switching directions. Inhale, pause in the center. And as you exhale, letting the knees fall towards the right side, looking towards the left. We'll take 5 breaths here, breathing into the rib cage. Inhaling the knees bent to center. Simply look to your left. Inhaling back to center. And exhale, extending one leg and the other. Coming into our integration pose, the Shavasana. We can settle the body, resting on the earth. Really let yourself have these moments to let go, letting go of wanting me, letting go of whatever else is here and being and resting. position, touchdown practice, we're going to gently roll the body onto your side or the side that feels most comfortable, and pause here. And smoothly pressing into sitting, hands of the heart, and taking a moment here to breathe, to let the heart have space. And in that space, affirming the intention that brought you here to. May the blessing of this practice nourish your heart, nourish your space, and all of those whose lives in touch.